Olive Pierce chided herself for the tingle of nerves in her fingertips. She was 29 years old and had been working for MetLife's main Chicago office for the last 7. She had no cause to feel anything less than confident. Wind nipped her ankles and tugged at her hat as though nudging her to get moving. Putting the courthouse behind her, she crossed Washington Street to the 21-story Conway building where she worked. The white granite gleamed in the morning sun. Unseen from the street, an inner courtyard brought light to every interior office as well. The Conway had opened earlier this year, shrinking the commute from her apartment to just over a block. All the tenants renting office space were enjoying a major upgrade from wherever they'd been last. It was a sign, Olive told herself. The time was right for her career to get an upgrade, too. Bolstered, she breezed through the doors and into a space awash with sun pouring through skylights. Her heels clicked over Tennessee marble as she crossed the 2-story rotunda surrounded by shops and cafes and caught an elevator that carried her to the 15th floor. She could do this, she reminded herself, and closed the few remaining yards to the MetLife office. Greeting the 2 secretaries already at work, Olive passed between their desks and dropped her things off in her own office. After smoothing her hair, she wove back through reception and hesitated at the door to the corner office. "Olive!" Gwendolyn Walsh slapped the return on her typewriter carriage and continued hammering the keys, a honey blonde curl bouncing beside her cheek. "Mr. Roth is expecting you. Go right on in, sweetie." Olive had long ago given up trying to correct the young secretary who had been calling her sweetie ever since she was hired fresh out of college 3 years ago. Still, Olive hoped her boss hadn't overheard. She was a professional life insurance agent, after all, and if she was going to be promoted, it wouldn't be for being sweet. A throat clearing behind her turned her attention to the other secretary, Blanche Holden. At 55 years old, her hair was as white as her name, but her brown eyes snapped with the spirit of a woman half her age. "Go get it, Olive." That was more like it. "Thanks, ladies." With a deep breath, Olive entered her boss's office.
"Well, good morning, Miss Pierce," Edgar Roth said. "You're looking rather fetching today."